Learning this will 3 times your strength, and it's something nobody talks about. It's not a lift, it's not a program, it's a skill. And once you unlock it, everything gets easier. Pull-ups, push-ups, even squats. So what the hell is this mystery skill and how can you unlock it? Well, this skill has 5 levels and is called the front lever. In this video, we're gonna find which level you're on, and I'll tell you how you can get to the final level so you can get that huge strength boost. Here we go. First, we need to find what level you're on so we can get you to that final level where you'll get a boost on every single exercise. So follow along with this part and you'll be able to see what level you're on. So if you can hold this position for 5 seconds, that's your level. If you can't, then you're on the previous level. Level 1 is the tuck front lever, which is literally just where you have your legs kind of up in front of you while you're hanging upside down. Level 2 is the advanced tuck, where you have your legs slightly out in front of you, but not very far. Level 3 is the straddle front lever, which is where you have your legs far out in front of you, but your legs are really spread. Yo, what? By the way, just so you know, I started like below level 1. I couldn't even raise my legs up while I was hanging from the bar. So if you're not like high on the levels, don't get discouraged, because I literally couldn't do an L-sit. I couldn't even do a leg raise when I started training. Level 4 is a 1-leg front lever, and this is where you're doing a front lever but one leg is pulled in. And level 5, the level where you get that huge strength boost, is the full front lever, and it looks like this. Now I'm going to tell you how to progress through every single step so you can get the huge strength boost, and I'm going to tell you all of the benefits that you'll get right after. To progress through each step, the single best way is to hold it for as long as you can and avoid the mistakes that I'm about to tell you. Each step has a unique mistake that most people make on it, but generally the formula of your training will want to be hold this position for as long as possible, or the previous position when you aren't strong enough to hold it at all anymore, while also avoiding this mistake. And by the way, these tips apply to all the levels, so they help in every single one if you just pay attention. On level 1, the biggest issue you're going to face is having a disengaged scapula. This is where you want to really like pull your back muscles in so you can help yourself hang for longer and be stronger. On level 2, the biggest issue is that your hips are sagging, and you need to go back and train level 1 harder and pay mindful attention to where your hips are, because a lot of people will almost hang downwards on like a slant, and you don't want that. So keep your hips open, keep your hips high. Level 3 is where people generally struggle the most, on the straddle. On this one, people focus way too much on their legs and need to focus on their shoulders. You really want to engage the back of your shoulders so that you can really keep yourself straight and up on the bar. And I promise, if you focus on this, getting to the next step will be way easier. On level 4, the biggest mistake that people make is twisting their body, because you only have one leg out. It's a little bit of awkwardness and there's a little bit of rotation. It's kind of hard to keep all of your balance with like one leg out and one leg in. It's kind of weird. So you want to make 100% sure that you're focused and you're not twisting your body, because you'll also build a muscular imbalance on one side if you're always doing one leg in, one leg out like this, and then it's just going to be super weird for you. So don't twist. Now, the biggest mistake on level 5 is that they are not focusing enough on their hip height. They sag into a V shape, and I'll put one on the screen right now because it's kind of embarrassing when it happens. If you are sagging into this V shape, all that means is that you have to go back to level 4 and train it even harder and just keep doing it until you can get it. Literally, the biggest thing with this training is just consistency and making sure you do it over and over and over until you finally get it. Remember, the whole training plan for this training is to practice the previous step until you have it 100% down and you're strong enough to do the next step, and do the next step while avoiding the mistake. Now, here are all the crazy benefits you're gonna get once you make it to the final step. And if you're still watching, you will probably get there, to be honest, because you're more dedicated to fitness in this grind than a lot of other people. So bro, good job. I believe in you. So now, the benefits. First, you're gonna develop muscles that help with every single exercise, every lift, every calisthenics movement you will ever do. Your core will literally get bulletproof. So on squats, a lot of people will buckle over and bend forward on their squats because their core isn't strong enough. You will never do that, and you'll be able to help load your legs better so you can squat heavier. You'll be able to bench press more because your core is more stable, you get more leg drive. You'll be able to pull up heavier because the back of your shoulders will be so strong. Literally, this exercise will make you stronger on every single lift. Second is, it's a huge flex to be able to do this. Like, people will come up to you when you're doing this and they'll be like, oh, that doesn't look that hard. And then they'll try it themselves and they will be shocked. I had a friend come up to me recently and he says, oh, I bet I could do that. That doesn't look bad. And when he tried it, he said it felt impossible. And it's just a huge, huge flex. And if you could do this exercise, you can do pretty much any core-based calisthenics movement. Like, it's way harder than the human flag and trains you super well for it. So if you think that one looks cool, if you train this one, you'll get way more than strong enough to do it. I went to kind of like a calisthenics show a year ago. I don't really know what I would call it, but I saw people doing the human flag and I would say, holy hell, that looks so cool. That is so hard. And now that I could do this and I recognize this is way harder, it's almost like, wow, I'm one of the performers. I don't know, maybe that sounds like super cringy, but that's how it is. But the most important thing for you to take away from this entire video is to not give up. When I first started, everybody made fun of me for being so weak. I couldn't do a single leg raise. I started at the very, very bottom. Everybody I knew would make fun of me. And I know shit can suck. I know shit gets really hard, and it's hard sometimes to find time or find the motivation or find the will to get stronger and improve your fitness and want to just improve yourself. To be honest, I've really recently struggled to find motivation because of repetitive chronic injuries that I keep getting whenever I train. But let's not quit, bro. Let's continue to push ourselves and become great on this journey together. We got this, bro. Here's the hug and the future comment as well. Boom, good luck. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.